know an RESPCT. I just worked really hard to keep my stress levels down because it's not worth going into labor over.
Like Tom Hamilton said, it's a great party night so nobody shows up on time.
It just feels like a special day. Good morning, lady. We've got two dogs who want to eat each other's food, but not their own food. Lady's finally eating. It's been 3 days. So I'm guarding her. Charlie isn't being mean. She's just stalking Lady. Waiting until she's done with the food so that she can go and eat the little food. We have Seth's childhood dog, Lady, staying with us because his parents are out of town. I think she's about 8 years old, 8 or 9. And she's so sweet. She's so sweet and she's so attentive to me. I think a lot of that has to do with she picks a human when she's staying somewhere and she adopts them as her own. But also because I'm pregnant, she's very, very attentive. So she's been very cuddly, which is not normal for her. And she's loving that we let her on our bed because she doesn't get to do that at home. She also loves having a cat in the house. It's really interesting to her. Today is a very exciting day for 2 reasons. I'm drinking this because it's what I got at the last pumpkin party. But we have a pumpkin party tonight with all of our friends. If it's not a dog, it's going to be the Roomba this time to spoil my moment of telling you exciting news. We have a pumpkin party tonight. And you know that I go hard on the pumpkin party. 34 weeks pregnant, and I'm still throwing a pumpkin party. That's how dedicated I am. But I'm thinking a lot of people are going to come. And the most exciting news is that my album came out today, last night at midnight. So, if you are watching this and you're wondering, where do I get that? Anywhere you stream music, you can look up Hidden Seasons by Courtney Adele. And you can listen to the whole dang thing. I'm so excited. I'm excited and nervous, but I'm excited mainly. I think a lot of this has been, the process of releasing it has been a lot of surrendering, while the process of creating it has been a lot of intentionality. So it's really, really hard to juxtapose intentionality with surrender. But God has been teaching me how to do that. And it's kind of like sending your kid off to college. You have to just trust that you've put everything you could into it. And yeah, some people may misunderstand it or ignore it or hurt it, which it's an inanimate object, so it probably won't be hurt. Lay's going to finish out this conversation. But in the long run, it's in God's hands, and I pray that it ripples. That's been the biggest word that I keep praying, that the album ripples and that it goes farther than we thought, and that we can see real transformation in people because of this album, because it's powerful. I mean, it's powerful enough to transform me. So I gotta believe that it can do that for you guys too. especially if you're going through anxiety and depression. That has been it's kind of been like the biggest thing that I feel my mission is like oriented towards, is to talk to the weary-hearted, those who are tired and don't see any hope in actually believing what God says he's going to do, or actually putting hope in Christ, because that's where I was at. And this album is very much honest and real. It's not me just saying Jesus loves me, this I know for the Bible tells me so. It's genuine, and it's telling you I didn't believe that, and then when I started to believe that, I actually put it in my heart. I actually allowed it to transform me. That's when I saw myself break free from anxiety and depression. That's when I actually felt lighthearted and joyful again. And it's really a love story. It's my testimony. If you're listening to it, listen to it in order, from Blindly to Nothing on Me, and you can see the transformation. You can feel the difference in where my heart was at from the beginning until the end. And hopefully it can speak to you. Hopefully it can really help you understand, God really loves you, and he's real. He loves you, and he's real, and he sees you, and he knows you better than you know yourself, and he can change the situation you think is just totally hopeless and dead. He can make a seed into a flower, and that's the process that we all go through. So anyway, go listen to it. I'll update you once I'm going to put makeup on today. I'm going to actually look good today because I feel good, and I want to celebrate today like it's a birthday, because it is. And my mom is coming today at 2 to help set up for the party, and she's going to make her chili. Seth is getting home probably around 11 because he doesn't have a full day of work. And we got some stuff to get done, but it just feels like a special day. So I'm just sitting here soaking it all in. So this week has been pretty weird because we had a plumbing issue in 2 of our toilets. We find out that the seal underneath the toilets, on all of them really, were not done right. And so when there was a clog one night and Seth plunged it, the next morning, which is really strange to think that it took all morning, or it took all night for this to happen, but all that build up, the stuff went down. This is all TMI, I know, but I mean, he unclogged the toilet, but somehow it broke the seal, and so all this just toilet water soaked our floor, soaked our closet, soaked our master bedroom and master bathroom. It was bad, and it went into the AC unit because the vents were on the floor. So on top of that, we had the night before found out that our AC was leaking a little. So the AC guy just left. It took him this whole week to get here, but luckily it wasn't that was the problem, really. It was the plumbing issue that caused a huge flood in our basement. Luckily nothing is damaged because the basement is unfinished and we're still working on that. So it's been a weird week because we had a lot of water all over the floor, all over the basement, and I just worked really hard to keep my stress levels down because it's not worth going into labor over. It's not worth freaking out about, but it has been a little strange. Luckily, my mother-in-law came over and had a shop vac, and she helped clean this up, clean all of it up, really. I didn't do anything. And Seth got home at a reasonable hour so he could help clean up, and so I've had a lot of help in getting the house back to normal, and then we have a party today. So it's kind of just been one thing after the other, and I should be stressed out, but I think God has given me a lot of peace. And Rosemary, my midwife, came on Wednesday for my 34-week appointment, and she took my blood pressure, and she's like, you're handling this really well. Like, your stress levels and your blood pressure, everything is really low. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being as chill as you are. I'm like, thank God, because I really don't want to go into early labor just because we had a flood and stuff like that. I think it's Satan, because this week was a launch week and it was crazy. I'm looking back and realizing how much it was trying, like God was surrounding me, but how much Satan was trying to get me upset, and it didn't work. So Mom's on her way home, or she's on her way here. She's going to set up her work stuff so she can continue to work, and then we're gonna go work in the girls' room. I haven't given you an update on their room because I kind of wanted to give you like a full finished look, but it is so cute. It's about 90% together. Now we just have to put all their stuff in the drawers. I've already cleaned their clothes. I've already put their beds together. I didn't do that, Seth did that. And we're kind of getting we got the diaper caddy already set up. It's really crazy that we're so close to the end. But Mom is the master at organizing. So we're gonna organize the heck out of the room so we know what we've got. And so we know what clothes to buy still. I think we're good on newborn and 0 to 3 months, but I know we also have a ton of hand-me-downs that I need to kind of organize so that I know what phases we already have, what we need to still go get at some point when they're here. And I probably should take a nap before this party. Baby B is sitting really weird and putting her elbows all over the place. It's kind of hurting, but I'm really grateful that I can feel them move. I'm really grateful that I know that they're safe and they're comfortable, even if I'm not comfortable. And that's a bump update. I'm really not huge. I don't feel huge. Everyone who's seen me has still said, I cannot believe you're carrying twins. Whoa, whoa. There is a foot or a head right here that keeps... Yeah, I'm pushing you back down because you don't really need to go into my ribs. This has been the morning. What are you doing? Oh, one of my children will see this one day and go, why are you talking to me like I know what I'm doing? I'm just squiggling around. He's doing all the things I asked him to. I don't know if you can even see him. He's cleaning off the seats. It's gonna be so pretty tonight. I think it's gonna be 75 degrees. That's awesome. That's awesome, isn't it? Kinsey and Ben are coming. And a couple of work friends. And honestly, I cannot tell you who's gonna be here because nobody RSVPs. So we're just kind of hoping for the best. No one RSVP'd. Well, nobody, RSVP is RESPECT. There's a lot of spelling in that. I'm surprised I got all that out. So it's 5:30 and it looks like everything's pretty much ready to go for people to come. We're making hot dogs. Oh, I forget I have makeup on. This is what happens when you don't wear makeup. We've got hot dogs, bratwurst, Fred and Red, or spaghetti red, whatever, for the chili. And my cookies should be done in a couple of minutes. And it's all coming together. We got all the stuff. Or I can go into Casey's or something. It's the next morning, and I did not film anything from the party. At 5:30, Mom and I decided we were hungry, and so we ate some spaghetti red. And then my grandparents showed up, and then everybody else showed up. Probably like an everyone showed up pretty much an hour after the party officially had started, but that's pretty typical. And then I was in hostess mode because not everybody knew everybody, and so I was trying really hard to make sure everyone was like aware of who everyone was.
Like Tom Haverford said, it's a great party never so nobody shows up on time.
That's true. Nobody shows up on time to a great party. It was a great party, though. And I'm so grateful that it started raining right after everyone left, so I didn't know it was supposed to rain. So it's a lazy, rainy morning, and Lady is enjoying her stay at Hotel Towery, where she can lay in our bed. But I did find out that one of the ladies that I don't know very well, but she's a BSF friend of mine, a new friend. She showed up and somehow found out we were having home birth and was like, I'm a doula. I didn't know anyone was going to have any home births in our group. And especially twins. She was just like, I am so proud of you. So it was really good because we started talking about that. And then it kind of led some of the people who were more hesitant about my home birth to be like, oh, this is actually normal. Like, yeah, it is. But ultimately, I think the kids had fun. There wasn't that many kids, but there was a little dinosaur, and then a big dinosaur showed up, and she just followed the big dinosaur around all night. It was so cute. And then she cried when he left. Did you notice that? She just cried, and he's like, I don't want to do this to you. I don't know you very well, but now you're my little buddy. I was a little nervous when they were doing cartwheels out in the backyard. I'm like, there's dog poop out there. Like, there's gonna be dog poop on some of those kids. Sorry. But yeah, now we have to clean up the kitchen. That's the only thing we had to do. And we just went to bed because it was 10 o'clock. And I'm feeling it. However, we've got a nice lazy morning to enjoy. We got dog number 1 in the bathroom because she's scared of the thunder. Dog number 2 on the bed. And Letty wants to come in. We also found out Letty peed in the girls' room because we trapped her in their room the night before by accident. And so she peed in their clean clothes that I hadn't put away yet. So we're doing more baby clothes. More laundry. So I'm sorry I didn't film anything. It was really interesting. It was a good day. We had a good group of people. Everyone ended up getting along with everyone, and we had s'mores and desserts and all the stuff. And I'm excited to throw another one next year with 2 babies.